But I want to go back to the royal scandals now, Sophie, and these revelations that the former Prince Andrew used to have prostitutes coming to Buckingham Palace.
There are scandals, and then there's this. New revelations are painting one of the darkest pictures yet of Prince Andrew's time abroad. A chapter that insiders say was never meant to see the light of day. It wasn't diplomacy, it was indulgence. And according to multiple royal insiders, what unfolded behind those luxury hotel doors in Thailand and Hong Kong could redefine what royal disgrace truly means. For decades, Prince Andrew was the Queen's favored son, charming, bold, and untouchable. To the public, he was the war hero prince. To the establishment, he was the royal envoy tasked with representing Britain's interests abroad. But behind the public smile lay something darker. When Andrew was appointed as the UK's special trade envoy in 2001, the role was meant to strengthen international ties and promote British business. Instead, it became his passport to excess. He travelled the world on taxpayers' money, staying in five-star hotels, mingling with billionaires, and reportedly blurring every line between duty and self-indulgence. And while the palace's official statements portrayed him as a tireless ambassador, those who worked behind the scenes paint a very different picture. One of reckless entitlement, lavish demands, and a man who thought the rules simply didn't apply to him. But nothing, not even his decades-long reputation for arrogance, prepared insiders for what they allege happened during his official trips to Thailand and Hong Kong, because according to new claims, Andrew's behavior crossed a line that left even seasoned royal aides stunned. It began in Thailand. The year was early 2000s, an official visit to attend celebrations marking the Thai king's birthday. It was, on paper, a diplomatic mission, a chance to strengthen relations between London and Bangkok. But Andrew reportedly had other priorities. Royal historian Andrew Lowy claims the Duke refused to stay at the British Embassy. Instead, he demanded a private suite at one of Bangkok's most exclusive hotels, at taxpayer expense. He extended his stay by 2 extra weeks, citing private time. And during those days, multiple sources now allege something disturbing unfolded behind closed doors. According to Lowy, more than 40 women were seen entering and leaving the prince's suite across 4 days. The pattern, the historian claims, was undeniable. A member of the Thai royal household even reportedly confirmed that Andrew's behavior had become an embarrassment. What began as a diplomatic visit descended into what one aide later described as a royal circus, but that was only the beginning.
And now there's these allegations that he had prostitutes in at Buckingham Palace and that his late mother did know about it. And these reports emerged from the author of the new book entitled Andrew Lowney, a British author and historian who I spoke to in detail.
After Thailand came Hong Kong, another official trade visit, another meticulously planned itinerary filled with business meetings, receptions, and press appearances. Yet behind the scenes, staff say, the same troubling pattern repeated itself. During his stay in Hong Kong in 2010, Andrew's aides allegedly noticed a stream of young women visiting his hotel suite, sometimes escorted in groups, often late at night. While escort services are technically legal in Hong Kong, organized procurement and solicitation under diplomatic protection are not. And that's what made this so explosive. It was happening during an official, taxpayer-funded trip. The alleged encounters took place in the top-floor suite of one of Hong Kong's most expensive hotels, complete with panoramic harbor views and private security access. A former staff member, interviewed years later for a documentary, claimed, "Everyone knew what was happening, but no one dared say anything. You didn't question a prince." And yet, questions would eventually come.
Teddy bears. He has like 40 teddy bears that have to be assembled and arranged perfectly. Staff are given a chart to arrange Prince Andrew's teddy bears on his bed every day. So there's quirky stuff, but there's also just stuff in there about how, especially in recent years since he's left the royal family, that he takes it out on staff because he is in isolation, he is in this sprawling property.
According to investigative reports, these incidents weren't isolated. They were part of a pattern, a revolving door of women, that seemed to follow Andrew on nearly every overseas trip. Lowy calls it the culture of immunity, a system in which aides, diplomats, and even ministers looked the other way, too afraid or too loyal to intervene. Charles, then the Prince of Wales, had reportedly warned the palace not to give Andrew such freedom. "He'll chase women and play golf," he allegedly said. "That's not diplomacy." And time would prove him right. Staff who served under Andrew describe a man ruled by impulse and ego, a prince who expected absolute obedience, One aide recalled that Andrew's temper was legendary. He didn't just want things done, he wanted them done his way, no matter how absurd. Behind the pomp of trade missions lay a grim routine: champagne-fueled nights, extravagant demands, and a deepening sense of detachment from duty. Then came the details no one inside Buckingham Palace wanted publicized. Documents from those trips, expense reports, diplomatic memos, and internal warnings remain sealed in government archives to this day. Lowy calls it a conspiracy of silence. Files that should have been declassified years ago, locked away under the guise of national interest. But as insiders suggest, it's not national interest being protected, it's royal reputation. And while the monarchy may hope the story fades, history has a way of resurfacing truths that were buried too long. As whispers turned into headlines, Andrew's life began to unravel. Once the Queen's proudest son, he became her greatest liability. By 2022, his military titles and royal duties had been stripped, his public role erased. And now, insiders say, even his residence at Royal Lodge, the 30-room mansion on the Windsor estate, is in jeopardy. King Charles, determined to protect the monarchy's image, has reportedly had enough. He wants accountability, transparency, and according to palace sources, he's willing to let his brother face the consequences, no matter how uncomfortable they may be. But Andrew's isolation has taken its toll. Those close to him describe a man trapped in denial, still insisting he's been unfairly targeted, still blaming others for his fall from grace. One insider said he spends most of his days inside Royal Lodge, withdrawn, glued to his screens, playing video games for hours. Friends say he's bitter, resentful, and unable to accept that the royal family and the country have moved on. And yet, the most unsettling part of this story isn't Andrew's denial. It's the silence surrounding him. Because for every allegation that surfaces, there are whispers of others that never did, whispers that point to a system that protected him until it couldn't anymore. Today, Andrew stands as a symbol of everything the modern monarchy is desperate to escape: privilege without purpose, arrogance without accountability. The title is gone, the public trust shattered, the respect irretrievable. What remains is a man haunted by the shadow of his own choices, and a family struggling to contain the fallout of a scandal that won't die quietly. Because in the end, this story isn't just about Thailand or Hong Kong, it's about the system that allowed it all to happen. A monarchy built on discretion, silence, and the illusion of dignity. And yet, as Lowy himself put it, sometimes silence speaks louder than any denial. So what do you think? Was Andrew's downfall inevitable? Or was he simply the product of a system that refused to stop him? Should the palace unseal those trade envoy files and finally let the truth come out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because this is only the beginning.